Hey guys, Books Nelson here again and back with another video. This time we're going to be breaking down these free playoff cards that will be available to us for the rest of the year in the agendas, premiering today at 11 o'clock. All right, so let's look at what we have here before we get into it. So we have Al Horford, PJ Washington, Dante DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, Naz Reid, Marcus Morris Sr., Aaron Wiggins, Daniel Gafford, Anthony Edwards, Aaron Gordon, and Donovan Mitchell. Anthony Edwards cannot play the point guard position. So, we'll see how that goes. Al Horford, first up. So I expect Al to be pretty solid. I mean, he's a little undersized at 6'9". His shot is okay. Not a great shot, but it will be on very quick, so hopefully that's better. Tatum size up with Michael Jordan dribble style. So they gave him a lot more mobility. He's got Trey combo moves, Kobe escape. Interesting. Breakdown moves, pro. What was he got? Whatever Ant has, he has. Interesting. Not quite familiar with those cards, so don't know what that is. Chris Paul moving step back's a big W. Normal leaner, normal hop jumper. Both solid. Good general animations, going to the basket. Long athlete, looking pretty good. 97 3-pointer. Wow, that is a very high 3-pointer. 98 strength. Okay, so an 89 speed. So it's a little slow at his position, which I don't love just because of who he's. Well, you know what? At the power forward, that's fine. He's not going to get scooted by too many power forwards because he can't play the three. So I think he's probably a good shot creator at the power forward position. To give you some of that stuff going on. It's a lot of competition, and we just got Tyson Chandler in the Spark set today, so I don't know. I definitely would be shocked to play this card over Bill Russell. I haven't gotten the Kevin McHale yet, so I can't speak to how he compares to that free card as well, but I would say he probably compares well in the Bam Adebayo area. That's what he looks like. Looks pretty good. Nothing special. Nothing terrible. I love the 98 strength, but even with that, you look at Bill Russell, he has 99 everything. If you have the Bill Russell. If you don't have Bill Russell, like I said, maybe you have the Bam, something like that. But either way, you're getting that Tyson Chandler today, and you're starting that Tyson Chandler over this card if you don't have an elite dark matter or opal at this position. Because there are still some great opals that play over this card too, like Hakeem Olajuwon, stuff like that. That I would say probably play over this card, right? So, okay, moving forward. PJ Washington, 6'7". Thankfully, he can play the small forward position. 7'3" wingspan. Love that. I will say, playing with PJ Washington cards, I didn't feel like he had a 7'3" wingspan, but I'll look at this character model to see for sure what he's talking about. Another thing I love, this 95 strength. Love that. Great athleticism across the board. His animations are going to matter a lot because he's got some great stats here. 98-3, 94 shot mid. Honestly, statistically, he's a dark matter. Now, I will say, handles for days. He's going to need that no matter what dribbles he has. He needs his handles for days. He needs that hyperdrive. Let's look at his current gen badges. Okay, he's got half immovable, half glove, half right stick ripper. All of this stuff is fine because he is playing small forward, so he doesn't need rebound chaser and all of that stuff on Hall. He does have rebound chaser Hall of Fame, actually. He doesn't need brick wall Hall of Fame. Pick Dodger's fine. Yeah, he's looking really good. 93 speed with ball. Absolutely love that. Let's see these animations without further ado. LeBron James layup package. That's a major W. Arguably the best layup package in the game. All right, him, Devin Booker at the very, very top of the ladder in terms of layup packages. Some great dunk packages here. Hopefully the troll ones don't trigger too often, but he has the best ones at the top. The straight arm tomahawks is his go-to dunk, which we love that. Ja Morant size up with the Kyrie Irving. I will say at 6'7", I kind of love all of that. Pro 2 leaner. Whoa. This card might play depending on his jumper. I do not have any idea what his jumper is. I believe I used him very briefly at some point in the year. Don't remember his jumper being like great or terrible. So I have to take a look at that jumper and see what it's talking about. But I love the Pro 2 leaner with the normal hop jumper and the release time going very quick. We absolutely love that. Kemba escape, Ja size up, Kyrie Irving, John Wall crossover. Dude, this card has elite dribbling. Elite dribbling. Hold on. I got to try this card out because on paper, he looks absolutely outstanding. This is one of the best cards I've looked at today. And I thought that new Trevor Ariza was a bit of a surprise, but this is even more surprising. Next to Tyson Chandler, this is the best card I've seen today so far. Just glancing back at it real quick, looking at it. Yeah, that Tyson Chandler is absolutely looks ridiculous. And this PJ Washington looks incredible on paper. I have to see if he plays like that in game. Dante DiVincenzo, one of the great early diamond point guards in the game. Let's see what his upgrades are. We're going to look at this side by side, actually. Dante DiVincenzo, aka White Dante. He says it, so it's okay for me to say it. Shout out to Dante, man. You were absolutely fantastic for us. A legit starting 2 guard in this league. And I think he's also willing to play off the bench. So very happy for my Knicks. So big upgrade from Derrick Rose and Kyrie Irving on top of pro with Zach LaVine. Now, yeah, this is a beautiful upgrade for him because Kyrie Irving is infinitely better than the Zach LaVine dribble style. Trey escape, way better than Kobe escape. And moving step back, Steph Curry, that's a big upgrade. And the Chris Paul, moving behind the back, Steph Curry, moving step back, Chris Paul. Chris Paul, the next best thing to John Wall in the game. In fact, the more I play with the Chris Paul, the more I really want to take a deeper dive into how good this moving step back is because I'm very surprised more people aren't talking about it. Chris Paul moving hezzy, excellent. This guy's animations are absolutely fantastic. 6'4" with a 6'6" wingspan, solid size. He's not terrible size-wise. He's a little on the smaller side, 203 pounds, so slightly bigger of a player build. Pro 2 leaner, upgraded from the Pro leaner. And normal 2-hop jumper, which was something. Thank you, Dante, for winning me a tournament, sir. Appreciate that. But yeah, so going back to his other stuff, the 3-point is going to be there. So now we will say the shot is going to be sped up, which is going to help him a lot. His shot is easy, but it was a little on the slow side. But I think on very quick, it should be fine. But yeah, I love all of these. A layup package is jelly. That's all right. But as a dunker, he's pretty good. I'm very excited about Dante DiVincenzo. We'll look at the badges before we move forward. But, you know, as a Knicks fan, I'm extremely biased. But I'm doing my best to be impartial for you guys. But yeah, I'm super excited about this Dante DiVincenzo. He will find minutes for me in some form or fashion, whether it's just a second team or triple threat online or, you know, if he eventually, salary's actually not too bad. If eventually he's decent on salary cap, these opals are going to have to start, you know, being affordable on salary cap at some point. Yeah, I like the card. 87 strength. We wish that was a little bit higher, but you put a shoe on that, it can get to 90. That's the main thing. He can get to 90 strength. He can get to over 90 interior. And statistically, nothing to complain about. I would definitely say a driving dunk shoe. Driving dunk with the interior and the strength. And I would also put it on stamina. Just go ahead and give him that 99 stamina. And yeah, he doesn't need any badges. I would say rise up if you have it. Fast twitch, 100% fast twitch. Fast twitch and rise up so that he doesn't really have high standing dunk, but with an 85 driving dunk, if you're moving even a little bit, he will get standing dunk animations. They might not literally count as standing dunks, but they will be from the standing dunk packages, and they'll be triggered from the driving dunk movement. And when he goes into those animations, you want them to be sped up and successful. So I would 100% give him fast twitch and rise up to make him an even better finisher with that shoe, and he should be excellent going to the basket. Just overall, an excellent 6'4" point guard who can still play. So yeah, I mean, the only thing I'd say is if he had the Murray instead of the Curry, I didn't mean to rhyme, I apologize. But if he had the Murray over the Steph Curry, or even the James Harden, and there's one more behind the back that's really good in the game. I don't know which one it is, but Halliburton also would be really good. But this is not bad. It's still good. And it also gives him a good dribble going to the basket, which he doesn't really need because he has who's crossover? Oh, he's got actually pro moving crossover. Whose is that? Don't know exactly what moving crossover that is off the top of my head. I see these cards, but I need to see which one it is out of these cards to judge whether it's, but it doesn't really matter because the Steph Curry is decent going to the basket. All right, Josh Hart. Let's see what animations you got. He used to have pro dribble style. Secretly, not a bad card, actually. I thought because people didn't know how to use the pro dribble style, they didn't know how to get the most out of Josh Hart. He wasn't terrible. I know he's undersized, 6'4" to 2 guard, but even within that, I could make Josh Hart work. All right, so his jumper, again, another, slow-ish jumper, but on very quick, it should be better. Pro 2 leaner, normal 2-hop jumper, probably my favorite combination right now, unless you're giving people Kobe or Devin Booker on the leaner. but I like all three kind of equally. I haven't really picked one that I like the most. Maybe I lean towards Booker. I apologize, but yeah, I like the Devin Booker and the Pro 2 and the Kobe almost equally. Moving crossover, John Wall, outstanding. Moving step back, John Wall, D Fox size up, Trey escape. They are giving us the free treatment. I know people are gonna be like 6'4". Listen, 6'4", 6'8" wingspan. The problem is he's gonna be guarding Glenn Rice and Dr. J. But off the bench, you might be able to give him some love. I don't care what the stats and badges say. I have to see it in action. Him guarding Larry Bird, Glenn Rice, Dr. J, Ron Artest. I have to see that in action. I think he can hold up against any other two guard I can think of off the top of my head. So I do think he's playable. I think he's probably going to be really fun in triple threat co-op. If he's ever available on salary, this card's going to be an absolute beast. Obviously, a little undersized at 6'4", but still, I'm not of the mind that height runs the game. I'm of the mind that SIGs run the game, and outside of his jump shot base, he has all of the SIGs that you need. This moving behind the back looks like the Jamal Murray. Wow. I think they gave that to him because he doesn't play point guard. But yeah, he looks for a 6'4" card. I'm not crazy. I'm acknowledging that he's 6. My orange and blue glasses aren't that crazy. I'm acknowledging that he's 6'4". Before 6'4" card, 6'8" wingspan, 215. I think he's got LeBron James layup package. I think he's got as good of a suite of dribbles and animations overall as you can give him outside of not having Patty or T-Mac base. This is as good of a Josh Hart card as you can pretty much possibly get. 10 out of 10 as far as Josh Hart cards go. Naz Reid. I actually like Naz Reid's jumper, and he has his own jumper on very quick, which we expect. Kyrie Irving dribble style. Whoa, hold on. Kobe size up, which would be fine. Kemba escape. KD combo moves, but I think I might be able to find some sauce in that. James Harden moving behind the back. Chris Paul moving step back. I would say this is the third best card I've seen today. It's him, PJ, and Tyson Chandler. Not that I'm really ranking the cards, but just what I'm saying. LeBron James layup package. Ty Debo, congratulations, sir. If you're still playing the game at all, congratulations on your excellent Naz Reid, who I hope makes your lineup at the power forward position. I understand 6'9", undersized at power forward, but I will say this: those 6'9" power forwards are so good in triple threat online. I think he is a perfect triple threat online character. Normal leaner, not ideal. Would love for that to be, one of the elite leaners that we talked about earlier. Normal hop jumper is going to be fine, but yeah, other than that, this card is fantastic across the board. 9 out of 10 Naz Reid card for me. Marcus Morris Sr., let's see if they gave you anything. Okay, 90 speed, 88 acceleration, 6'8", so he basically has to play the 3, which is 90 speed's a little slow at the 3. which we expect, Marcus Morris, but 94 3 ball. 90 driving dog. Love that. I actually didn't even look. Hold on. Let me look at Naz Reid's badges real quick. I got so excited by his animation. I didn't even look at his badges. Let's see if he's missing anything crucial. So handles for days, absolutely need it. Hyperdrive, I 100% put that on him as well. Probably Space Creator just for fun, and maybe some of these passing badges. Doesn't need anything defensively, doesn't need any real shooting badges, and he's really complete as a slasher. So all right, back to Marcus. Let's see. So badge wise, he's looking really good from a badge standpoint. Oh, spoke too soon. Well, you know what? These are mostly passing badges. Although I will say, break starter on somebody who might be a little closer to the basket would be ideal. And no rebound chaser. Good Lord. He has a 90 rebound and no rebound chaser. That's just weird. It's a weird design decision. Animation wise, what's he talking about? Leaner normal, hop jump normal. I don't like Carmelo Anthony size up very much. Michael Jordan dribble style is fine. Pretty good. Curry escape is okay. Moving step back John Wall is actually pretty good. Which crossover is this? It's that same crossover. So I got to look at that crossover and see what it is. But yeah, he looks solid. He looks solid. Definitely playable. If you're just starting the game today, he can play and hold his own, but he's not an outstanding card. Aaron Wiggins. Okay, another slightly undersized 2-guard, 6'5", 6'9". We do like our 2 guards to be at least 6'6", just so that they can stand up to the cards. And I would say the 75 strength pretty much, at least as far as I'm concerned, absolutely disqualifies this card from ever seeing the court. I'm not putting anybody with less than an 84 strength on the court for the rest of the year, right? Unless we're talking salary cap or something. So I don't care unless he has Patty base. No, he's got Rodney Hood base. If he had Torian Prince base, that would be different. Torian Prince is actually a really, really good base. Pro Tool leaner, normal hop jumper, excellent dribbles pretty much across the board. Kemba escape, Trey size up, Michael Jordan dribble style. This Kobe Bryant breakdown and combo moves, not the best. John Wall moving crossover, outstanding. Harden behind the back, Chris Paul step back. Yeah, I mean, this great dribbles. Not familiar with the Rodney Hood shot base, although Rodney Hood did have a pretty solid shot. But yeah, not familiar with that shot base. The finishing looks solid. The default swing. Badge wise, does he need anything? Badge wise, I mean, he doesn't really need rebound chaser, but I would probably give it to him if I had spares on an account that was using him. I will say this: he moves well enough that I would take a look at him on like a no money spent if the shot was there, right? If the shot was there, I would take a look at him at his size. He's not an elite slasher with the 85 driving, although I do love the 70 standing. That's going to work well for you. I probably throw a shoe on that. Like I said, if you guys aren't familiar, haven't heard me say this before, the higher your standing dunk is, the more you do it. I don't care what the tendencies say. Trust me, I have 12 my career characters, and I've had standing dunk at every rating from 40, skip everything up into the 70s, almost everything from the mid to high 70s to 81. And getting that standing dunk as high as possible gives you the percentage less chance of getting a layup under the basket. It's just the way it works in my experience. And, hundreds and hundreds of games played in my career and experiencing that, that's what I swear by. And I haven't seen anything in my team to dissuade me from that opinion. Now, if you've had a different experience, tell me in the comment section. That having been said, aside from strength and, being just ever so slightly small, because the wingspan, I like the wingspan too. This card's solid. He looks pretty good. Moves well. We'll see what the jumper is. That's really what it comes down to. If this jumper is really, really good, then he could be way better than he looks right now. But he also could be very mid because he just doesn't quite have the size to convince me to play him at a very, very deep position. All right, Daniel Gafford, 6'10", so he's going to play the power forward position. 7'2" wingspan. I don't think the 7'2" wingspan is enough to put him at the 5. I think you can survive at the 5, but he's only got a 92 strength and a 59 3 ball. We're going to keep it moving because I just can't imagine. I mean, and he's no badges. He literally has no shooting badges. We're just going to keep moving. I'm not going to say they did him dirty. Actually, I am going to say that. They did him a little dirty. I just watched Marcus Morris with like a 90-something speed. So, yeah. Daniel Gafford, sorry. You got played. Maybe, but you're still in the playoffs. You maybe get a dark matter later on, buddy. Moving forward, Anthony Edwards. Is that who we want to go to next? Yeah, we'll go to Ant next. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is compare him, not in all caps, to his recently released dark matter. So we know the main thing is he can't play the point guard position. Is there anything else different about the card? There is nothing else different about the card. This is the dark matter without point guard eligibility. It is almost literally identical. So go back and watch. Actually, he has higher block, which is interesting. He actually a better defender, which makes him better in triple threat. So if you're going to triple threat and you have both cards and you're an Anthony Edwards fan, a fan of Anthony Edwards cards, I would definitely take this one into the triple threat. I personally don't use Ant because of that normal moving behind the back. That disqualifies him from ever seeing the light of day in my lineups, but I am a rec point guard snob, so if you don't use the behind the backs too much, everything else about the card is pretty solid, but nothing is particularly great, and I hope they change that because this guy is too good of a player to not have great cards in the game. All right, Aaron Gordon. So the main thing with Aaron Gordon, even on very quick, the shot is very slow. That's just it at the end of the day. Everything else about the card is fine. We're going to take a look at his Galaxy Opal for comparison, see what's different. So shooting wise, that's a pretty big boost for the 3-point shot. 95 definitely feels very different than 90. Defensively, he's going to be that much better. He was already quite good defensively, so we love that. Athletically, he was already an elite athlete, so he's going to be even better athletically. Speed with the ball up to 97, which is going to feel great on a 6'8" card. I mean, honestly, if you and let's see, Yeah, movement wise, he's the same. So it's just gonna come down to, did you like the opal? If you like the opal, the dark matter is a little bit better, but he can't. I'm not gonna say he can't shoot. He just shoots a little slow. Shot's pretty baited. And in his position, the people who are flying at him are gonna be some of the best athletes in the game. Giannis, Jonathan Isaac, LeBron James, even the Larry Bird. Like, you got some serious cards flying at this guy, flying at that jumper. And with that jumper speed, I just don't love it. And I don't think his athleticism enough to have him play. But, he is what he is. Great physical card, great dunker, slow jumper. SIGs are kind of mid, to be honest with you. Nothing outstanding in the SIGs. It's outside of the John Wall step back is the only truly elite SIG he has. Everything else kind of And last but certainly not least, Donovan Mitchell. So 6'3", 6'10" wingspan. So we know he's a small point guard, but at the same time, he's very stocky, which allows him to play above his size. I think of him a little bit closer to a 6'5" point guard than a 6'1" point guard, because at 6'3", a card can kind of look either way. And yeah, 99 3 ball, 98 mid. This reminds me to but the 85 strength, that hurts a little bit. But he has a good shot. What's his movement behind the back? Yeah, he's got the Jamal Murray moving behind the back. Let's take a look at him compared to that Galaxy Opal. Let's see what Spider Mitchell's talking about. So let's see here, because we know he was already fantastic from a stats and badge standpoint. The standing dunk is even higher. Hopefully that procs more. I will say at 6'3", that's the concern with procking standing dunk. So, but if you're moving a little bit, he should be fine. You just hope you don't get too many layups. Yeah, I mean, he looks identical. All right, he's basically the same card. Is there anything different badge-wise? Bully's Hall of Fame. That's cool. Bully animations do kick off on smaller cards, so that's good. He does have Rise Up by default, which is great. So if you didn't put that on the card, you're cool there. Brick Wall, he gets that as well. So yeah, I would say this is a notable upgrade over the Opal. Not a outstanding, significant upgrade over the Opal, but notable. So if you're using the Opal, definitely get this and you're in better shape a little bit. He's going to perform mostly the same on the court, but a few possessions here and there, you might feel that dark matter boost pushing you to the next level. I got to look at this behind the back. I think I tried the Donovan Mitchell out, actually. Which behind the back is that? Because if this is the Murray, it should be the Murray. If this is the Murray, I got to take another look at this Mitchell. There was something about the way he moved that I was adjusting to, but I didn't do the breakdown yet on Mitchell, and he'll probably get one now that he has a brand new dark matter. Very interesting. He only has a few dunk packages, and a lot of them are the off ones. So as long as you don't get the sidearm tomahawks, a lot of these are non-troll dunk packages. So, and the thing about sidearm tomahawks is you're going to trigger them by pressing left and right on the stick. So you can kind of avoid that by just not doing that or doing it in the right situation. So as long as no one is on that arm, it's a good dunk package. You just can't do it if the defender is behind you or on the side that the tomahawk is on. Outside of that, it's a very good this is a very good set of dunking packages as well. So yeah, if you're a Spider Mitchell fan or you don't mind playing smaller point guards, and I think people are still out there cooking with small point guards, to be honest with you. I really think that the height prejudice is a little overstated in my team, and it's just like a remnant of previous years past. But as a bonus, we will rank the cards based on not playing them at all, just like at a glance. Number 1 is still Tyson Chandler. Number 2, probably PJ Washington. Number 3, Naz Reid, I think it was. Number 4, I would say, is Trevor Ariza. And then after that, let me see, number 5. It gets weird after that. Number 5, maybe Zion, or no, I don't like his jumper enough. I think I probably like Donovan and Josh Hart and DiVincenzo more than those guys. But yeah, and then after that, they're all just, pick who you want. Aaron Wiggins is fine, and this is probably the worst card released today. And Tobias Harris is super duper mid. Paz is actually decent. Yeah, so but a good fun set. Oh wait, we didn't look at Jeremy Lin. No, we did look at Jeremy Lin. I'm bugging. That's in the other set. But yeah, fun set today. I like a lot of what I'm seeing. This is really, really great free content, which has been the one shining star of an otherwise, let's just say, undesirable set of choices made by 2K with my team, the game. But this free content is extremely encouraging, and we are now starting to get the ability to play some of the cards that we like very much. Hopefully this trend continues and we don't get a prejudice against the star players just because they're in packs, like we're seeing with Donovan, Anthony, and Zion. Now we know that 2K knows that those aren't like the marquee cards, but those are relatively big names, and we did get them in that playoff set. So hopefully that trend continues. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe if you have not already. And as always, your support, I cannot express enough thanks for it. I will see you in the next one. Look for some card breakdowns in the very near future. Peace.